welcome back to the vlog. If you're new here, my name is Jerica. I live in LA. I'm queer and I work in music, and I promise I'll get better at these intros. If you're not new here, welcome back. I have a very exciting health update coming up for you guys. I am going to get top surgery in exactly 2 weeks from today. I am so excited. I've been on the wait list for over a year.
What are you doing?
I'm getting my boobs lopped off.
Big day.
Big day. I finally got the call last month that I am able to schedule my appointment, and it's going to be now in 2 weeks. In this vlog, I am going to be documenting the weeks leading up to my top surgery and hopefully going into the surgery itself. We'll see where it goes from there. I'll show you how I'm preparing, what I'm doing to be as ready as possible, and also just the busy 2 weeks ahead. I have a few things in the books. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below for more of this type of content. Thank you for coming along with me in this journey. Appreciate y'all watching. Cheers. It's now 12 days until my surgery. I know, we're just beginning the weekend. I am looking a mess. Riley and I came back from boxing and I ordered some more things for my top surgery. I'll go through like a full list at some point in this video, but one of the things that I've seen people get I didn't get in my first round of a haul for prep is one of these like grabber tools. You can't really like lift. You don't want to stretch out or pull on your stitches while they're in recovery. So people said that this really helps. I can act as like an extension of my arms. Oh, that's kind of tight. Let's see if I can pick up Hawthorne's toy. Yo, Hawthorne, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, well that worked. Another thing that I was worried about after top surgery is that I'm not gonna be able to like wash my hair or like shower very easily. I wanted to get a detachable shower head so that I can grab it and I can like wash my bottom half. Riley can also help me wash, and also, honestly my hair, I'm like don't want any greasy hair when I'm in recovery, so it'll be easy for me to just kind of lean back and then she could take the detachable shower head and wash my hair. Yeah, again, I'll do a full haul of everything that I got and like the things that I actually used. Back with that. Woo-wee. So we just finished at the doctor's. Yeah. I just got my pre-op blood work completed and they said from my vitals and everything that checkup that I'm all good to go. They just have taken my blood and they obviously got to make sure that that's all clear. They poked me, they got my blood.
Wasn't bad, was it?
No, it wasn't
just
bad.
2 little vials.
Yeah, it was like really not that bad. The place that I go to, they make it just so fun and like they're just all like very happy people and I love it. Riley also has a doctor's appointment in a minute, but in between we just stopped to go get coffee at this place called Maru. They have a coffee shop here in Beverly Hills. So we both got, what is this, vanilla bean flat whites. And then second of all, while we're waiting for her appointment, we got the Beverly Hills cheese store sandwiches. We love this place.
Like some of the best sandwiches in LA.
Yeah.
So we got the
Le
Gourmand. This one, that one has house roasted turkey, triple cream, and a maple onion confit. And we also got the Il Domenico. That one is 24-month aged prosciutto di Parma, burrata, and sun-dried tomatoes. Also on a
21
burger. So I think we gotta start with the Le Gourmand because this
Yeah,
that one's like our favorite.
We've been dreaming of her. Cross-section time.
Oh, this one's so good.
It tastes like a French onion soup. Cheers.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
It's like ridiculous. It's like a little sweet. That onion confit is just like out of this world. And they have such good bread too. It's not too tough. I hate when like a baguette or something is really like hard to sink your teeth into.
Mm-hmm. The cross section, the next one. Because I don't know which one I want to end with.
True.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's really important to me that I know which one I'm going to end with. You know, like, what's the last taste in my mouth? Vibes. That's so good.
Truly like some of the best sandwiches.
Yeah.
And I am a sandwich lover.
Yeah, you really are.
First and foremost.
You're a sandwich connoisseur, as they say. It's just good quality meat and cheese.
It's so ridiculously good. They're both a 10 out of 10 in my opinion.
But there's so much depth to the meat in here. Like, it almost tastes like red wine. You can really taste that, like, complexity in this meat. Okay, well, we're gonna devour these sandwiches in peace. But we'll catch you guys in the next clip.
What you doing?
I'm at my pre-op, but I'm stressed. I don't know why. I just have anxiety. I just want it to happen already, you know? Just, like,
Today, what are you doing?
Today I'm meeting with my surgeon, and I'm just gonna, you know, ask all the questions I need ahead of time. I'm, like, ultra prepped, and I think that's what makes me anxious. It's like I want to get it done, you know?
Yeah.
It's a waiting game. I realized I didn't film right after I had that appointment, but now it's like 10 p.m. and we're back at home, and I just want to say that the surgeon I'm working with, Dr. Ray at Cedars, he is super personal, really nice. This pre-op appointment was basically me getting some one-on-one time with him to just answer any questions and sort of go over how the day is going to look like, what the recovery is going to look like, and if I had any preferences, concerns about any of those things. I think that time was 100% needed because I am the type of person who does like a lot of research and watches a lot of videos, and I know with surgery it definitely varies person by person. Everyone's a little bit different. Also, everyone's located in different places, so procedures and like actual details of how processes go might be different for everyone. So yeah, I feel a lot more at ease, but I'm also the type of person who, once I'm kind of like hyped and ready to go, I don't want there to be like a waiting game. And although I only have, 9 more days until my actual surgery, it feels like a very, very long time between now and then. There's like so many like things in between that are really involved, and all I can think about right now, frankly, is my surgery and getting to that date. It's gonna be hard to focus on other things, but at the same time, I'm also really grateful that I will be distracted for the next few days because I don't want to just be like sitting at home waiting until the day comes, because I feel like that's gonna feel like a million years. It feels like a lot, but at the end of the day, I'm just really excited and really grateful that I have the chance to do this. I'm gonna try my best tonight to get some sleep, because tomorrow morning, Riley and I booked a 7 a.m. Pilates class. Tomorrow, I also have a lunch at the Polo Lounge at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I've never eaten there before, but I've always wanted to, so that's kind of an LA bucket list item that I'm checking off the list. Hoping to get as much rest as possible. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Been quite a busy day. Waking up at like 5 a.m. and going straight to Pilates, and then having like 4 meetings right after, back to back. Was on my bingo card today. I should have known better, but yeah, it's just been busy. I am now driving back home from the Beverly Hills Hotel. I just had to pull into my garage, but yeah, that area feels almost too manicured for me. I'm never really around there, but I feel like this past week has just been like Beverly Hills the vlog. Anyways, very grateful to have lunch there. It's now officially 8 days out from my surgery, and on my way home, I actually got the notification that all of my medications were ready to pick up. But as I went to the pharmacy, I think I had like 5 or 6 medications pending for me. 3 of them are drugs that need all these other codes and forms that the doctor's office has to fill out in order for them to release it to me, and I don't think they've sent all the correct forms all at once. So I was waiting there for quite a bit, only to find out that they need to get in touch with my doctor again. Having to get all these check boxes basically filled before doing something as simple as picking up your medication. It's more steps than I would like. Now it's like the middle of the day. I still have a lot of work ahead of me. I'm just gonna go ahead and work from home a little bit until the pharmacy calls me and says all my prescriptions are ready. I'm really hoping that it's soon. After like a billion calls trying to sort my meds. Good news is that it's sorted. Bad news is that I have to go to 2 different pharmacies to grab the assortment of these medicines. But this is a good example of why I'm trying to do it early, because if I waited till the last minute, I feel like I would have had more of a struggle trying to get these medications sorted and in order. I just wanted to talk about like anxiety again. Last night I felt like I was verging on a panic attack. What I'm the most anxious about is like going under and like having the procedure. It could be anything. It could be like me going to the dentist and going under, or like me, you know, getting some other surgery and going under, and I still think I would just be the same type of nervous. What I'm at the moment most worried about is from now until my surgery date getting sick. I've just been hearing so many people getting sick. My sister's sick right now. I just had a sinus infection. I don't know, it's kind of stressing me out that I'm traveling and doing a whole bunch in between now and my surgery date. It also doesn't help my immune system that I'm getting really anxious. I want to document this process, not only for myself, but just for other people who want to see more content of trans creators sharing their journey in getting top surgery or even just getting gender affirming care. I feel like it's really important to just contribute to those stories. Since I already make content online and this is such a big part of my life, why not share it? Oh my gosh. The prescription still has a hold on it. So I just sat through traffic to go to this other pharmacy just for them to say, actually, we can't release it to you. The American healthcare system is so messed up. One thing I did get while I was here is an antiseptic skin cleanser. Basically, the night before surgery, I have to wash my body with an antimicrobial or antibacterial body wash so that I'm all prepped for surgery. Got that out of the way, but I still have to come to this location again to pick up the last bit of my prescription. It's fine. 90% of it is here, and that's all that really matters. I'll just head back home, pack, and prep for tomorrow. We are now at the airport. We'll be on our way to Dallas. As I'm working from the airport, I get a text from my doctor and they finally gave me an estimate, which is 10% of the actual procedure. So it's about $1,600 out of pocket for myself, which yes, is a lot of money, but it could be a lot worse. I'm just really grateful that I have the ability at the moment to pay for that. Also, through my job, I get gender affirming care reimbursement. It's not a guarantee, but it is something that I have to apply for once I get that paperwork, which is the paperwork that I just got today. So I forwarded them that estimate, and I'm just really hoping that if not all, some of it gets reimbursed. It's sort of up in the air and it's all pending approval and pending review. So I don't want to get my hopes up, but that is on the table. But if not, again, if that is the only out-of-pocket costs that I have been saving up for it, so that is completely doable for us. I'm pretty happy about that. We'll see you in Dallas. We made it to Dallas, getting acclimated with the auction setting again. Riley's family does an art auction every year, hosted by her dad and his auction house and his gallery. We help out every year, and it's been a really fun experience so far. I'm honestly just super exhausted. I can't wait to get to bed. I feel like we'll have a fun day tomorrow. I can't wait to get a good night's sleep, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. We're just working and twerking our whole time off.
I'm mainly working.
I'm the one working, literally.
Yeah.
We have just done all this stuff for pre-registering people for the auction, and now there is a cocktail and reception dinner that they put on every year. I'm hoping it's the same caterer as last time. Yes! Literally dream about it all year until the next year. We're just gonna be doing that. It's gonna be sick. We just came back from the auction dinner. It was really good, and I think I'm gonna pay for my surgery. I'm gonna pay for a new chest right now.
That's really what you're doing.
Okay, and you guys are gonna be here with us. I'm gonna make this payment. Let's go!
Wow!
Wow. Dude, it's less than a week now until I get top surgery. I'm scared, but I'm also like really excited. All my nervousness is not because I don't want this. Like I really want this for myself. I think about it every single day. I think about my chest every single day. But I don't know how to feel about getting surgery. But other than that, like getting over that fear, I'm like super excited. One thing that I'm really grateful about the timing of this auction and travel, not just sitting at home and like waiting around and twiddling my thumbs and getting even more anxious about it. It's like there's like things going on until I actually have to go in.
It's a good distraction.
Yeah. So good night from Texas. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Good morning, it's Monday, our last day in Dallas. We haven't really filmed quite a lot because we closed up the auction yesterday. Our head's been in that space for a minute and like we've just kind of come down from it all. There's a place nearby that just opened. They're actually technically in their soft opening. We're gonna go grab a coffee and go check it out. We have made it back to LA. This morning I have my latte and a little Snoopy mug that Riley got me at a thrift store. It's become one of my favorite mugs. The weekend was kind of a blur, but it was really good because it was busy and I think a really successful auction. 2 days ago was daylight savings time. My perception of time is all messed up right now because I've been working across so many time zones, and then also this time change and then being 2 hours ahead because of being in Texas. I also haven't really been sleeping all too well. It's something that I've wanted to talk about on here. Today's Tuesday, I'm getting surgery on Thursday. I could barely sleep during the auction weekend because there was so much going on, and on top of that, I think when I'm finally alone with my own thoughts at night, when everything is over, I'm starting to think about like the upcoming week. Also, there's a lot of travel plans in the foreseeable future that I'm trying to puzzle piece together for Thanksgiving and for the holidays and for work, and my birthday is also coming up. But being busy is a good thing, and I feel very, very lucky to have those things going on in my life, so I never take it for granted. There's just a lot to wrap up before I'm away for a few weeks. This morning, Riley and I made a list of things that her and I need to get done pre my surgery. She's very sweet and went grocery shopping today because we went over a list of things to meal prep that are healthy and high protein and low sodium, like all the good things that you need to eat post-surgery. I want to grab a few more like hoodies. I realize that's the one thing that I didn't really shop for. Zip up or button up comfy clothes. I had in my head that like I had enough. I'll give you guys an update later on today. Just left my meeting, and honestly that was kind of longer than I thought it was gonna be. But on my way home, I got the message of where my surgery's at and what time it's gonna be. I think I'm gonna be maybe the second surgery of the day because I'm slated for like 9 a.m. That's kind of a good thing because I honestly think if I woke up and it was a little bit later in the day, I would be
just freaked out until having to go in. I am now just gonna go and get the errand out of finding another hoodie or something zippable or something with buttons that I could wear not only on the day of my surgery but just in general. And look, they have the Christmas decorations all up. H&M just opened. I remember they had really good basics. It's fairly cheap and I'm not too precious about getting it dirty or anything like that. So let's go to H&M.
That was really easy. Going to the Grove, I was in and out so fast. I might have to travel to London for work in December, and I'm trying to finalize those dates. It's really unsure for me how traveling will be in the foreseeable future. It is a 10+ hour flight, and I won't be able to lift anything over 5 to 10 pounds during that time. I won't really get that clearance until after 6 weeks post-op, and even then that all really depends on how I'm healing. So I know it's not uncommon for people to travel out of state or even out of country to get top surgery if their area doesn't necessarily allow for it, but I don't know, I'm still a little bit nervous about booking a flight, but I kind of have to have one on hold just in case. So that's just another thing in the books, but I'll be able to resolve that all tonight. What do we got going on?
Okay, so we've got condensed bean salad, some egg muffins, and then I made some bowl ingredients. This is like a hot honey slaw that's made with yogurt. Just some roasted sweet potatoes also for a bowl. Chicken and potato soup, so there's some shredded chicken in there. I made and froze some brown butter chocolate chip cookie dough.
You're so sweet, honey.
One of the things on my list that I wanted to do tomorrow, the day before my top surgery, was clearing off one of the carts that we have to house like all of my entertainment materials and like all my meds. Honestly, I do not know where to put everything, so I'm just gonna put it in a bag for now since I probably won't be using this for the next month or so, and it'll be easy for me to just have in one place and then put back. And then I put my meds here. Then I have Scar Care, which I'm probably not going to be using at the beginning of it all, so I'll put that on the next year. I have Bio Oil. I also have Bio Oil Lotion, Scar Tape, Arnica Gel, Scar Gel. As you can tell, I'm really prepped for scars. Oh, this is something that I saw from another creator who also got top surgery. He basically said that he bought on his own sponge gauze for the incision areas and then also silicone foam dressings for nipple care. I'm not sure if the hospital will provide that. I know they're going to provide things like the binder and whatnot, but like extra dressings, I'm not sure. So we bought some just in case. Good to just be prepared. Like an antibacterial soap. Good thing would be a bed tray, which we luckily already had. Grabber, helpful. I can't really take a shower for X amount of days, so we have body wipes that I can use for, you know, just like quickly cleaning myself up. Look at these like long straws I got. I got like a set of 4 of them. They're extremely long, but it's kind of lit because I can put this in a water bottle and just kind of sip it from where I am. I got a few of these for when I need to stay hydrated but can't really lift like a heavy water bottle. I'm a side sleeper most of the time, which is gonna suck because when you get top surgery you have to lay on your back, which makes a lot of sense. You don't want to put any pressure on your incisions. I'm gonna have to sleep on my back and then also upright in a 45-degree position. That's why we bought a lot of pillows, different kinds of pillows. One of them, we already had this. It's just a neck pillow. We use this for traveling a lot. It kind of goes all the way around and then buckles at the front so that like even if I'm sitting upright, if I lay to my side or even lay to the front, I'm not really straining my neck. We bought a few more pillows. We got a pregnancy pillow. I can't even put this whole thing in frame. I'm gonna set that up so that I'm basically cocooned in it. I also got a mastectomy pillow. We're gonna bring this to the hospital because I'm gonna need it for the car ride home to buckle up. Extra security around the chest area. Apparently people just like to wear this for comfort anyway, just because it feels like a padding between you and any other object. When you're like wounded at the chest, you definitely want that. Gosh, there's so many pillows. Last but not least on the pillow game, we got this wedge pillow. And then lastly, we went shopping for a bunch of like comfy things to wear because again, I'm gonna be at home for a very long time and I wanna be as comfortable as possible during my recovery. One thing that you really need, button up or zip up items of clothing. So we bought this one. It's basically a sleep shirt. This is gonna come in clutch.
And then you guys were with me today when I bought a hoodie. Those are all the things that I bought to prep. I'm gonna keep my mind busy by filling this card up a little bit more, and we'll update you later.
My hair looks so crazy. I've been up since 3 a.m. I wish I can get some sleep. Like, there's like a long list of things I can't take a week prior to surgery, so it's not like I can take any sort of like supplements or like things that will help me sleep. Like, I really just want to get some rest. I like barely been getting like four hours of sleep every night, but thankfully I took today off so that if I do need to take a nap sometime in between to get more rest, I can. I'm really looking forward to this now that it's happening. Thinking about the results, feeling a lot more like me. This is something I've always dreamed of, being aligned with my own body a little bit more. I feel so grateful to even be saying it out loud. I just keep having to remind myself of that. My flights were all approved and booked for travel 1 month after my surgery date, so literally next month I'll be going to London. I've tentatively talked about this with my surgeon, and he's said that it should be all clear by then as long as I have assistance. I'm wary of like my weight limitations and my full range of mobility. If everything goes well, I think that trajectory should be fine. I hate everything being up in the air, but again, it's a privilege and a blessing to just be able to do this, and also be able to do things like travel, and with the holidays coming up, going home to see family. These are all things that I don't take for granted, so it's a good problem to have. I've been up since 3, like I said, and it's now around 7 a.m. Riley's just about to wake up to go to her Pilates class. I think it's time that I take a nap, so I'm gonna try again to do so. It's officially the day before surgery.
I still can't sleep. I've just been laying in bed trying to close my eyes. I even put an eye mask on. I'm still just super antsy. I think I'm just gonna have to like accept the fact that I'm up, which might be a good thing because probably want to get to sleep early tonight. It'll be a very relaxed day physically. I'm not sure about mentally. While I'm in bed though, I am shopping for some gifts for Riley because she's done an amazing job like helping me prep for all of this. She's essentially meal prepped a whole week. She's also been really good at making sure everything's put together and like all prepped in the house for my surgery. And also just like emotionally helping me get through my anxiety. I couldn't have asked for a better partner in all of this. I also bought a robe. Just came in the mail. It's really comfy. This is my last day wearing a binder. In this type of t-shirt, you can't really tell, but I'm also just tired of wearing like oversized loose t-shirts for most of my life. Riley's now fixing the shower head and finalizing getting that installed. It's already 11:15 and I haven't had coffee. So let's go make some coffee. I'm so excited. I am going to go to our dog's groomer. The place where we get him groomed has a self-wash station where we can just go in and give him a bath. Since we're going to be cleaning up the house today and just making sure everything's prepped for surgery, we just want everything to be clean, including our guy. Bubba, are you excited to go to the groomer? Hawthorne, what would you rate it? Probably like negative 15 out of 10. You get a treat. He's had a bunch of those already. It's now closer to 1. I'm still running on fumes. Our house is pretty clean. I just want to make sure that like literally everything is in order for tomorrow. I'm also debating whether or not I should be like last meal vibes and get what I am really craving, which is Korean convenience store food. Riley and I used to live in Koreatown, and we've discovered the joy of getting a tub of like bulldog ramen, putting in like string cheese and like a choice of prepackaged protein, and getting those drinks in a pouch, because a lot of the Korean stores around there, and even including H Mart, have those prepackaged ice cups. Not quite sure that that's the best meal I should have before surgery. Now that I'm like kind of touching grass, seeing outside, it feels a lot less daunting knowing that I have some things to look forward to, most importantly a new chest, body that feels aligned with me, and I keep having to remind myself of that. Also, I have a press interview next week. This was something in the books for quite a while, but the people that are going to be filming know my situation and are willing to accommodate. I really want to be able to just share this part of my journey anyway. At first I was like, do I want to be on camera? Literally a week after surgery, I'm not going to be in my best and most ideal situation for filming myself, but I do think it's important to share my story and also share this part of my journey while I'm working in the music industry with people around me. That's the whole reason why I'm doing this. Even vlogging. I do this for myself to document my life, but I also publish it online because I take so much inspiration and I care so much about the representation that these other online creators have bravely shared on the internet, what their trans journey looks like. And I kind of want to do that for myself, whether it's on YouTube or press or a publication. I tentatively confirmed everything. So we'll see. I did tell them, like, let's have a check-in again early next week to see how I feel. I'm really hoping I can make this happen. It is now 8 p.m. the night before my surgery. That's how I feel. Picked up a little soda as a little treat. This is new. It's so good. This is probably like my favorite Coke flavor. Now, I'm gonna pack my bag for tomorrow. I already have my vasectomy pillow in the car. It would also be nice to have neck support, portable charger that's outside. I have 2 different hoodies. I am packed up and I want to start winding down. But first I have to take a shower, but that's kind of it. I am gonna sign off for the night so that I'm like not stressed about tomorrow. I'm planning on waking up at like 5:30 to shower again, leaving at like 7 to get there around 7:30, checking in. My surgery is at 9:45. Hopefully we get a good night's sleep and we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, there's a boob behind me. Mama, a boob behind you. It's the day. I am nervous, obviously, but I'm so freaking excited. Like, I think it's now just hitting me. Now that it's here, I am more excited than anything, and I just want to keep that excitement because I know that I'm still scared, but I am just so happy. I just took my last sip of water like 10 minutes ago. I can't drink any clear liquids past 5:45 a.m. One thing I wish I could have is a coffee.
No.
They did me dirty like that. I don't even think I need to be more like excited. My heart's already racing.
No, I was about to say, I think you're running awake.
We're just gonna get ready. Catch you guys later.
Oh, yes.
Well, yes. We're in the car. Woo!
We're so excited.
I'm like in a daze. I don't know if that's like my body's reaction to knowing like all this is gonna happen and I'm just like overwhelmed, but like I feel just like super elated and like dazed out. Good feelings. I can't think about anything serious right now. We're gonna get there. It says at 7:21. I'm not supposed to be there until 7:45, so we'll be a little bit early. Truly one of my favorite perks of living in LA is like going about your normal day, gonna go get surgery, but then you see a film crew setting up a really cool set down by where you live or something. That's movie magic. It doesn't get old to me.
That's movie magic.
That's movie magic. I'm also delusional because I haven't really like slept. Like, it's early.
How did you sleep last night?
I slept a lot better.
You seemed like you did. You weren't as like thrashing around.
Yeah, I'm coming to accept that this is real. There's no point of being like, oh, we're not gonna get through this, because we're gonna get through this. And that's just the mindset I have to take on. Also, yesterday I was exhausted to the moment I hit the pillow. I was out. People have been texting me and telling me like, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be fine, you're gonna have a speedy recovery. It's crazy to me how much like words of affirmation really calm my anxiety, because I thought that it wouldn't, because I would just be like, no, like, you don't get it, like, I'm so nervous. But coming from people who have done this before, not specifically top surgery, but who have, you know, been in surgery or been in surgery settings with a loved one, they're like, it's gonna be fine. Like, it's a well-oiled machine, your team knows what they're doing, the whole point is for them to be successful, so why wouldn't they be?
Getting ready to go in. Okay, how you feeling?
Excited and nervous.
Love you.
I love you. They're getting the room ready now, and they're still gonna give me something to relax me, so hopefully that helps a lot. But I'll see you guys on the other side. This is probably like the most like unaesthetic and like most vulnerable vlog that I've ever done, so here we are. After I said goodbye to you guys, they basically had me talk to everybody that had to check in with me, from pre-op nurse to the OR nurse to my surgeon, the anesthesiologist. Basically had like a whole bunch of people check in with me and kind of run over like what my medical history was, what the procedure is gonna look like. I've also expressed to all of them that like I was a bit nervous. This is my first time getting surgery, and they were all so kind and so nice. So thank you so much to the team at Cedars. They are like angels over there, truly. When it came time to wheel me in, I said like my last goodbyes to Riley. The anesthesiologist came along with the OR nurse, and the anesthesiologist gave me a little something to relax me. And that worked
immediately. I was having a panic attack low key when they were like, all right, we're gonna do it. Okay, are you ready to feel good? I was like, yes, please, like give it to me. And he put the good stuff in my IV and I just didn't care anymore after that. Like I was like, oh no way. Crazy. I was cracking jokes. I was talking about Disneyland while they like rolled me into the OR. They transferred me onto the moving bed to the bed there. So I was like fully awake for that. I laid down, they strapped me in. OR nurse and the anesthesiologist were like, what do you want to listen to? And I literally didn't even think about that. I was just glad that they were gonna play music and like DJ something. I think I remember just saying like anything fun, please. And they both were like, how's a little Rihanna? And I'm like, I love Rihanna. Ow. And they played Umbrella. So I just heard the drum intro and we probably got to the first chorus and they put the mask on me and they were just like, hey, just breathe, like sing along to the song. And I was like, all right, out like a light. I don't remember anything else from that point. Basically the procedure took essentially 2 hours, but I didn't wake up for another 2 hours after that. I remember just waking up being so groggy and like Riley was already there just kind of like, hey. And the post-op nurse was really sweet and really nice. They immediately like offered me some water and some apple juice, which was amazing. That was like the best tasting apple juice of my life. Yeah. That was like the crispiest apple juice I've ever had. It really, like, it had to be because I was still coming off the anesthesia, but wow, that tasted like gold, like liquid gold. I kept asking for more. I was so dehydrated because when you're about to go to surgery, you can't drink anything 2 hours prior to the check-in time. So I haven't had any sips of water since like 5:30 a.m. At this point, it's already like 2:30 to 3 p.m. It didn't hit me until maybe like 30 minutes after I was like awake that my chest kind of hurt. I was still like coming off of it and I asked the nurse for a little bit more pain meds because I was starting to feel it. So they gave me Tylenol and some Oxy. And once I took those again, I was like ready to go back to sleep. I was like dozing in and out. They kept on checking on me and I would say around an hour or 2 hours after that, then I was ready to start discharging myself and going to the bathroom, getting dressed. It didn't hit me until I got up for the first time to go pee how nauseous I was. The moment that I stood up, I immediately felt like throwing up. I was like sweating bullets being like, I want to throw up so bad. Every single visual motion and also my physical motion made me feel like I was on like the teacup spinning ride. It was insane. Right before I left, I was like, is there anything I can take to not be nauseous? They already took out my IV, but they had Zofran, which is like an anti-nausea medication that they just put under my tongue to send me home. And that helped a lot. Riley basically went ahead and pulled the car forward and I got the mastectomy pillow on, strapped in, and blasted the AC on the way home just to keep my nausea at bay. Yeah, you did a great job driving, by the way.
Thank you, I tried.
Yeah, there was one pothole and that was like unavoidable. I really felt my pec muscle just go poof. And I was like, oh my God, like I got shot. Other than that, it was amazing.
Rush hour kind of was a little bit helpful in this case because we were able to go a bit slower, but we actually got home pretty quickly.
That's awesome. You also took a lot of side streets too. That was that. And then I came home. It was hard to get in the bed, but I was just fiending for a nap. I was so incoherent and so groggy and like so weak. I want to take a nap and I don't want to do anything else for the rest of the day. So even right now, I'm a little like out of breath and a little bit nauseous, like not fully, but like I'm still not 100% obviously. And my chest is like cut up and I just came out of, hours of surgery. I haven't really eaten anything, I will say. I had like a protein shake. I can't really hold anything down. So we're gonna try again. I'm gonna empty out my drains and then probably gonna go back to sleep, but we'll check in with you guys tomorrow. It was a success and I'm really, really happy about it. For anyone there who's watching this who's like nervous about surgery, the moment they put the mask on me, I literally didn't remember anything and I woke up with the results and everything went well. So that part, I didn't believe it until it happened. And now that I've finally been in surgery once, I would say that's the easiest part. It really is the easiest part because like the getting nauseous, the having to walk around the house and not lift anything up, all those other parts, those are gonna be harder than the actual going into the surgery. I'll see you guys on the next day. Feel a little bit more alive. Finally got a chance to say hi to my dog. Riley actually slept outside on the couch with our puppy. That part was sad, but I was also like out of it. I had the space to just like fully conk out and relax and recover. I have 2 drains in me right now. I just can't wait to get these out because I feel like on my left side, like my drain site is like kind of poking me. It's so annoying. But I've just been keeping up with my meds. It's so important. Even though like I'm not fully in pain right now, it's just good to keep on top of it so I don't feel like I'm in pain ever. Thankful to not have like a bad reaction to anesthesia. I was very, very, very nauseous. That's definitely worth the results that I have now. My dog really just wants to go underneath. He doesn't even miss me. He just misses being in the bed.
He's been exiled from his bed and he's so sad about it.
Surprise, there's a dog in there. If there's one thing I wish that I prepared more for, I've been working out and I've been mainly working my upper body, but my arms, because I was so scared that like I wasn't being able to lift anything for a while, so I would lose a lot of muscle. I was kind of focusing on the wrong thing. What I really wish I worked on more was my core, because I can't use my arms for a lot of things. I can't really push off to like get off the bed or like get up from a chair. So I'm really just doing a lot of sit-up movements. I'm really glad that I went to that Pilates class with Riley, because I think that it helped me target and realize what muscles I need to use a little bit more. If there's anything to strengthen before getting top surgery, it's definitely your core.
Guys, it is the next day. We have upgraded to being in the living room. I've only been in the bedroom for most of the day for the last 2 days. Riley got me set up in this whole situation. Go Piss Girl on the TV. I love this show so much. Also got this long straw and it's great. I have been taking medicine for my nerves, so a lot of like my incisions and my nipple grafts are not like hurting as much. It's really just like the pressure on the drain site that I could really feel. There is a pop-up at Bar Etoile that has bagels and matcha. A bagel would be insane, you know. Monday. I got my surgery on Thursday. This is my first time like actually taking a whole walk. I will say it's going pretty good. Hardest part of it all is having to deal with like these tubes and sacks on the sides of your body. There was a close call of me getting like snagged on the door handles with the tube, and then there was a time where we kind of pulled on the drain while emptying them and like it really hurt. Other than that, chilling so far. Don't want to jinx anything. I haven't actually opened my bandages up in the mirror yet to see my full chest, but I've been kind of peeking through. It is really cool now that I'm like outside wearing a hoodie, seeing my full reflection. It's crazy just seeing my chest fully flat for the first time, especially with just like normal clothes where I know what a hoodie looks like on me usually, but it just looks a lot different. Feeling a lot of euphoria there. I'm just so excited to yank these drains out. It is Wednesday, so a little shy of a week. I called the doctor's office this morning because my drains are finally where they need to be for me to get them yanked out. I'm so excited to just be like not at home. The last 2 days I have been draining each side less than 30 cc's of liquid. When you do that for 2 consecutive days, you basically are able to get your drains out. Obviously they have to assess like the site area and like the actual fluids and everything, but for the most part I should be getting them out today. We'll see. Apparently this process doesn't hurt. We'll see about that, because I just don't like any weird feelings. Like it already makes me want to throw up whenever I feel them kind of shift on my sides, so this might be a weird experience, but as long as it's not painful, I'm chill. We out here.
Excited,
Yeah.
but also ouch. You're a little sore right now, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. Like the stitches are starting to like kind of hurt a bit.
Wow, I feel so free now that the drains are out. I was able to see my chest for the first time. It looks so good. I have to give a shout out to Dr. Ray and his team. Firstly, she took my nipple bolsters out. I didn't really feel that much. It's truly just the stitching that's on there. She cut them free and then with tweezers took out each set of stitches. You can feel a little bit of tugging and pulling. There wasn't too much of a sensation there. And then she proceeded to take out my drains, which I was really nervous about. I've had some pain and some discomfort with those drains, and I really didn't want them to hurt getting out, but it didn't. The right side, I could feel a lot more than the left. I really felt that right one go through my chest. And apparently, I didn't look, but apparently they were quite long.
At least 8 inches, I'm gonna say. It wasn't like gory at all or anything though. Like I did watch the second one come out. It just looked like clear plastic
Tubing through.
tube. Yeah. That's really it. You weren't like wincing or anything. anything
No,
like that?
again, it was just a really, really weird feeling. I'll take that feeling any day over having to deal with the drains. While I was there too, I was able to kind of raise my arms and show her that I can like touch my head and everything and that it's safe. So it was really good to sort of get clearance from a medical professional about what my limitations are. I'm really, really happy about the way things are going. It's such a great day. Also, that press interview that I was gonna do, that was tentative because I didn't know whether or not we were gonna be able to film due to my recovery. It is confirmed for tomorrow, so I'm really, really excited about that. They're coming over to our place to film the segment. Gonna be cool. I'm really glad that I'm able to also not have those drains in before filming that. It was kind of my biggest worry with that, is like now I can actually wear something a little bit more presentable and feel a little bit more mobile when I'm gonna be on camera.
It is now exactly 1 week post-op. Feeling so much better now that my drains are out. I've been moving around a little bit more all day. I put on my own clothes, my own t-shirt even, and honestly, it's been the most surprising seeing myself in a t-shirt. I don't think I even really had that like wow moment when I saw my chest for the first time, mainly because, you know, it is bandaged and bruised, but today was the first time I've worn a non-zip up or non-button up shirt, and I've wore a t-shirt that I wear pretty frequently. It's just crazy being able to see how it looks like with clothes on. I feel really, really good about that. What's even better is that sooner than later, I will be able to wear t-shirts without the swelling and without the bandage. That's even gonna look better than it does now, and I'm already just happy as it is right now. I just finished filming an interview in the house with my boss, mentor, and friend and colleague, and she is absolutely amazing. She's also an Asian woman, and we did an interview for an Asian publication speaking about our culture and our impact in the music industry. It was so great to see her and be able to talk about our intersectionalities and how that contributes and builds upon the music industry that we're in today. I'm just really grateful to be woven into the fabric of that journey. So thank you so much for that team coming over to our house, and to Wendy. Right now I have my little setup on the couch. I'm just gonna sit here, enjoy some TV, edit a little. My next post-op appointment is gonna be next Tuesday. Trying to stay in good health until then, staying clean, staying bandaged, staying compressed, and getting a lot of rest. I'm gonna go eat my salted egg chips and hang out.
It's what, almost 2 weeks post-surgery? It feels like it's been a million years. The past few days I've actually been a little bit more mobile. I've been able to do things like shower and cook even, and I think I drove like once just somewhere really near, so it's not too bad. But you know, it's at the point where I'm like itching to do a little bit more. I have a little bit of swelling on my left side that I'm hoping that the doctor can take a look at today just to see what's going on with that. It seems that there is a little bit of fluid on the left side. I have to come back for another follow-up tomorrow. I'm able to get an ultrasound of my chest and see and confirm like if there's fluid there, how much, and how much they would need to drain out. She'll just put the needle in a numb area of my chest and then drain the fluid from there. They'll remove the surgical tape off of my incisions tomorrow as well. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's appointment. So I just came home after the appointment where I got my surgical tape removed and also got the, I guess the seroma, where there's fluid on my left pec. I got that aspirated. So basically what they did is stuck a needle inside of me and then basically drained the fluid with a syringe. It sounds pretty gnarly, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought that was going to really, really hurt, but it didn't. I still don't have like full sensation on my chest, obviously. One thing I really learned about all of these these doctor's appointments is that it's not actually as scary as I make them out to be. And that might not be the case for everything and everyone, but for me, I have a lot of anxiety when it comes to medical procedures. As you can tell from this whole entire vlog, I sort of overhype myself by looking up a lot of other people's experiences or going to community threads and different websites to sort of prepare myself for what's ahead. And that's kind of a double-edged sword. It's a good thing and a bad thing. I think the pros of that is that I know what to expect, and I also know better questions to ask because I'm more informed about what's going on when it comes to every procedure that I've had to do. But it also is not helpful when it comes to feeding into my anxiety, seeing different ends of the spectrum when it comes to people's experiences with top surgery, where I sort of really get in my head that it's always going to be the worst end of the spectrum where there's going to be a lot of pain and complications, and more oftentimes than not, that's not the case. So yeah, I'm really happy about how this journey is going. Obviously, there's still so much more to come. My trajectory looks really solid if I just keep on with the care routines and follow my surgeon's instructions. This top surgery experience has been so fulfilling. I mean, it's definitely been a journey. Like, I know that there's a lot of fear and anxiety and nervousness and ups and downs and waiting and hurdles and hoops of the American healthcare system that I definitely had to do, whether it's been shared on this vlog or behind the scenes. But overall, I'm just really grateful and extremely happy to have documented the whole process, and that I get to share it with you all now that I'm able to see my incisions. Now that the tape is off, they were saying that my incisions look really good, like they're where they're supposed to be right now, and that for the next 3 to 4 months they're going to be at their gnarliest, and it's not really until 6 months to a year where I'll fully see the whole picture and the results that I want. I don't think I could have timed this surgery better because I got it done in November. It's going to be cold for the next few months. 6 months from now will be spring into summer, where I'll finally be able to feel comfortable being shirtless or being in t-shirts. So I'm really happy that this came when it did. Although I will be ending this vlog here, I definitely want to share more about this process and how I'm living post-top surgery. So if you want to see more of this type of content and follow me along on my journey, definitely like, comment, subscribe, and check out my page to find me beyond YouTube. I would love to share more about my journey in any way possible, especially with those who are about to undergo this process or wondering about this process, or who have gone through it and just want to share their experience as well. I really enjoy reading those types of things. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me on this journey of a big life change for me. It feels really good. I couldn't be more grateful. The rain has finally left LA, it's very rare that it rains in LA. I'm enjoying my little iced matcha, and yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Cheers.
You did it. Thumbs up.
But I looked down and I was like, oh my gosh, they're gone. They're immediately gone. I'm so happy about it.